In 1970, English classic rock institution Supertramp released their self-titled debut album, and from it, the track Aubade, and I am not like other birds of prey. Aubade meaning like a poem for the early morning, the dawn hours. Sometimes this is considered a separate track on certain media. 45-second intro. And we are hearing kind of an icy organ there that, I don't know, kind of has me thinking of Cressida. Yeah, and they're a four-man lineup on this release. Yeah, this is the album that was backed, I guess, by a Dutch millionaire. Helped them secure their... And here's the song. I am not like other birds of prey. Very Roger Hodgson type number. Okay, I really like that counterpoint between the loose, kind of windy guitar plucking figure and then that bass, that smooth sliding bass that's coming in. That.
Every night is a fight till you're waking.
Very kind of misty sound. And where are the lyrics taking us so far? I will bring those up in a moment.
Dreams dancing past through the silence of sleep.
Okay. This is like actually part two. Yeah, it's part one, part two, and part two being, and I am not like other birds of prey. Morning at last, every night is a fight to your waking. Dreams dancing past, through the silence of sleep dawn is breaking. I wait and watch them till day, and I am not like other birds of prey, and I am not like other birds of prey.
I wait and watch until day, and I am not like other birds of prey.
Okay, and some of that electric guitar or acoustic guitar electric is played by Richard Palmer, who subsequently became the lyricist in King Crimson. Yeah, he was on, I think he was just on this album and then he left. He wasn't on Indelibly Stamped. He was briefly involved with the German band Emergency, and yeah, then on Lark's Tongues and Asp, the 1973-74 era of King Crimson became their lyricist. Very much like a cadence like that was common in 1970, where it would go from kind of like slow and moderately paced to this just kind of open, airy, even like more open, even like looser, like instead of like tensing up or kind of like waking up, it would just kind of like float off. Okay, and drums on this album are played by Robert Millar, who I guess who left after this album and never resurfaced on the music scene again. Yeah. I wonder if this album cover inspired Peter Gabriel and his flower head for Willow Farm.
My eyes kill the lies that attack you. Life is my right.
Okay, let's see, where are the lyrics going? And when night is long, you are needing me, for at rest or talk I am there to see, that fear holds no sway. Soft is my flight, and my eyes kill the lies that attack you. Huh, now it's starting to get a little bit less, a bit more metaphorical here. Yeah, I'm going to have to think about that line for a moment.
In sleep's little bed, I protect you. So here, lest my presence dismay, that I am not like other birds of prey.
I like his voice here. It's kind of just mid-range, got sort of a restraint to it. Less of the those kind of high registers that he later became more known for. Let's see. Soft is my flight, and my eyes kill the lies that attack you. Life is my right, and in sleep's little bed I'll protect you. So here, lest my presence dismay, that I am not like other birds of prey. When hopes are young and your cares are few, then I soar above keeping truth to you, truth. And in my name is love. Beautiful. No one's written any articles about this or examined the meaning of this track. I'm now kind of wondering if the second verse, is it really about birds, or are birds being used as a metaphor for human relations somehow? Or is it kind of projecting somewhat human sensibilities onto birds and dealing with their relationships with humans and if the Bee Gees were a big influence on Supertramp around this time. It would make sense. Yeah. Aubade and I Am Not Like Other Birds of Prey from their 1970 self-titled album. Let's hear another one of the highlights from this album, Words Unspoken. And I think we could have a very lengthy intro to that. Yeah, quite a few songs just take a while to fade in. One of the most beautiful vocal melodies on the album. keys, yeah, D minor, G minor, A minor, and then F.
Sweet things come and go. Give me shame, I'll give you woe. To live for love isn't so easy. It isn't easy. It won't be easy.
Some C minor in there too during that verse.
How all good men try. Look around and wonder why. Can they shape this world to please me? Can they please me? Should they please
Um, why sing a lonely song? The whole world knows that love goes wrong. Why browse a heart that isn't broken? It isn't broken. It can be broken. Life's just a show for free. Come along and watch with me. The only sins are words unspoken. Words unspoken, never spoken.
maybe you'll correct me. I wish you'd never met me. For I am no gentleman.
Sweet things come and go. Give me shame, I'll give you woo. I guess I misheard lyric there. Yeah. Surrounded by question marks. To live for love isn't so easy. It isn't easy. How all good men try. Look around and wonder why. Can they... and then another misheard word. This world to please me. Can they please me? Should they please me? And follow, and maybe you'll correct me. I wish you never met me, for I am no gentleman. And follow, and while you watch and wonder, I'll pull the world asunder and show you who I am. These lyrics seem pretty ambiguous to me.
And while you watch and wonder, I'll pull the world asunder.
Now, there's a voice I don't hear often, a tone I don't, that Supertramp didn't use. He's going, like, into the higher octaves, yet without that tone, that kind of more girly tone that he was using, like, later on.
I'll show you who I am. Send me a gentle dream of love so strange it's never seen. Prove how such a love can happen. It can happen. Make it happen.
I like that clean guitar sound, kind of sounding like a hollow body. And yeah, what I should the word I should have really used is that he wasn't going into like the falsetto-y type territory that he later went into, like on Breakfast in America, those albums.
Fine things don't abound, fade away without a sound, but hope must never end or slacken, never slacken, never slacken.
I think there was a major seventh on that F landing. Appreciate that bass, that smooth moving bass underneath it. Yeah, and that's played by Roger Hodgson on this album, who's also credited. He's credited with he's sung both these songs, of course. Bass, flageolet, which is a woodwind instrument, and then some acoustic guitar, in some places cello. Not here, but and then yeah, Palmer electric acoustic guitar. Balalaika vocals, and Palmer is, oh yeah, that's a like a Russian guitar instrument. I'm not sure what track that was on. And Rick Davis, credited here as Richard Davis, organ, piano, electric piano, harmonica. Yeah. bridge right there. I love the contrast, the melodic contrast. We've got 2 points of interest. We've got that really striking verse, vocal melody, da 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 da, and that refrain, da 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 da. That serves as like the main aroma of the track. Then we've got this really contrasting bridge where he goes up like an octave, and yeah, and once again, his vocals are what's providing most of the melody amid the the counterpoint between that really clean guitar and smooth bass. Unspoken by Supertramp from their 1970 self-titled debut album, and before that Aubade and I Am Not Like Other Birds of Prey. Yeah, two standouts from this album, which though promising and a very strong release for its year, like in with like some of the other fine debuts, you know, like by Gracious, Cressida, Raw Material, Dear Mr. Time. It would, I guess, it would ultimately prove to be, well, while most of those bands only lasted like a couple of albums, in the case of Supertramp, it turned out to be somewhat of a false career start. Or you could just say it was maybe like an early attempt at, but I mean, there weren't many bands that had quite the career arc of Supertramp, where you had the bands that lasted like 2 albums, and then you had the bands that just started around this time and were in it for the long haul, like Yes, Genesis, Black Sabbath, and but there weren't many bands that kind of started and stalled after like a second album, and then several years later came back and for the long haul. Yeah, with and very facelifted, I must say. Very came back with a revitalized lineup and just had a real backing behind them, and just yeah, they're starting from Crime of the Century completely catapulted them. Yeah, I really loved that one couplet on this, and follow, and while you watch and wonder, I'll pull the world asunder. Yeah, I just love how that sounded and how that rolled off. Yeah. Anyway, for more Rubies and Sapphires from the catalog of Supertramp, see the directory of albums by English S artists linked in the description below. Like and subscribe, follow me on social media, share the video, and leave a comment if there are any observations you have about the 2 tracks we just heard. The lyrics, the vocals, the vocal melodies, and Roger Hodgson's performance on this. Having written, I believe, both these songs. These both... Yeah, Supertramp are one of those bands where it's quite easy to tell which song is Rick's, which song is Roger's, and of course they're helped by a third wheel on this. Yeah, and until next time, yeah, this is Zaragon, the world's most ear travel maximalist, signing off.